now. However, I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, I would not recommend the mix.
I wouldn't.
Hey y'all, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Jordan.
And tonight we're gonna be telling y'all about the mix student residencies. We actually just turned our keys in this morning and we've officially moved out and got a new apartment building. So we just want to let y'all know the truth about the mix and whether or not you should believe the hype.
We signed up for the mix when the mix didn't even have a building yet.
Stupid.
And we were so excited to get to the mix. We haven't seen the mix since we got the Georgia State freshman year. So we saw the shell get torn down to start building the mix. They was playing with dirt for the longest.
And that was in 2017.
Yeah, and then we finally saw the building getting put up, and then we started seeing the mix. So we signed up for the mix because the model room was looking perfect.
Too perfect.
Flash forward. First of all, our leasing process was hard. Like, there was a lot going on. If you even go on the mix on Google, you'll see I got a bad review there. I can't stand the mix. But
the people at the mix that work at the mix, the staff are trash. Like, literally, they don't really know what they talking about when they give you information. And the information that you need to know, they're not going to tell it to you.
Yeah, so basically, my biggest complaint about the mix is I do not like the people that work there. Not because they did anything personally to me. It's just they don't know what they're doing. I personally feel like they don't know what they're doing. You could go to 3 different people and ask them what color is the sky. You'll get orange, red, and yellow, exactly. Even though the sky is blue. Like, they don't know what they're talking about.
And they're very unprofessional.
That's my biggest problem with the mix. I can't stand none of them people that work there.
One of my biggest problems with the mix is the fact that they are scammers. Them folks only want money. Like, I understand running the business and all of that, but that's all they want. The mix will, like, throw little things into your lease to try to scam you out of all your money. Like, literally. Tell them about simple bills.
Okay, so the mix, if you was looking into staying at the mix or whatever, you know they have utility allowances. Basically, they'll for each person in the room, they'll give you $10 for water, and then they'll give you, I think it's $35 for electricity. So that means together we get $70 for electricity and $20 for water. If we go over that, we have to pay Simple Bills. What Simple Bills is a website that we had to sign up for. We have to pay Simple Bills $7 service fee every month
just to use
service. So what the mix didn't tell us when we were signing up is that they didn't give us an allowance for gas. Yeah, why is gas on our Simple Bill? Like,
we don't even have gas.
We don't know what in there is gas, and I'm guessing it must be the water heater or something, but they never told us about gas. So that's $7 for the Simple Bill service. Then we paying gas out of pocket. And then another thing that they recently started, which they didn't even implement from the get-go, it was like a random thing that just popped up in like January.
December.
And it was an HVAC. And I reread the lease, and HVAC is in the lease. But my whole thing was, why aren't you like telling people that we gotta pay for HVAC? You gotta really read your lease if you want to see what's you paying for.
Because they're not no money.
They're not upfront with you. So the HVAC is we paying like $30 just to warm up the lobby
on top of our own bills. Like, to be honest, the bills that we had to pay for utilities ain't the problem. Like, okay, if we use that, then that's on us. We used it. That's not the problem. We can pay that. The problem is I'm in there heating up they ass.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we learned how to, like, okay, we don't want to pay Simple Bill, so we're going to run this air condition this low so we don't have a Simple Bill. But now we in there burning up while they heating up. I mean, are they putting air in the lobby and we got to pay for it? I don't appreciate that. Like, I don't, not
and
with
then
that.
The fact that you got all of the residents paying like $30, $40 for HVAC.
So yeah, and that's just ridiculous. That's another thing. And I forget to pay Simple Bills all the time too. Simple Bills don't message me until my bill is overdue.
Well, listen, let me tell y'all this now. We pay Georgia Power now, so I ask the lights gonna be off. The lights will be off. But even with Georgia Power, we got a way better
deal with them than we did with the mix. Like, a lot of people say, well, the mix utilities are included. Honestly, the place we stay now, we paying cheaper for the place, and the utilities are only $100 a piece. People make it seem like utilities $300, $400. No, we doing it.
That's way cheaper. What we pay here now, doing all of this stuff on our own, is way cheaper than what you pay at the mix. And to be honest, all that shit you paying at the mix, all the extra fees, should be included in the price. Literally, I'm gonna tell y'all this. We literally paid $12.50 a month a piece. So I pay $12.50 and she paid $12.50 for our room, which is stupid. Yes, it's stupid on our part because I really didn't know shit about it.
For signing the lease.
Yeah,
we completely honest.
Yeah, but we trying to help y'all, stop y'all from making that same mistake as we did.
And if you already did, I feel bad for you. One thing was crazy is when I was moving out, there was a boy in the elevator and he was like, "Are you moving out too?" And I was like, "Yeah, are you moving out?" He said, "No, my girlfriend stay here, but everybody I know said they hate it here and they leaving." And it's the truth. Don't let the mix fool you by them little pictures they post and all of that.
And what they show you. Don't believe the hype. Like, that's
not
one of the things. And on top of that, this girl made a poll like the beginning of the year. Like, we had just moved in August and she was asking people, are y'all
October?
Yeah, are y'all like staying here again? And everybody was voting no on the poll. Like, the thing about the mix is, yeah, you thought it was great and everything, but they literally are con artists. We moved in like July 31st or August 2nd. It was one of those. We moved in then. And literally like September, they talking about renew your lease.
Renew your lease. If you don't renew, we gonna put your apartment back on the market. And we like,
and it's gonna be a higher price. And it's like, because of that, you just now get into this apartment building, so you don't really know how bad it really is just yet. So you like, okay, maybe I should renew my lease because for one, I ain't been looking for no new place to stay, and two, the price gonna go up.
Yeah. If
I did want to stay there again. So like idiots, again, this like our third strike.
We sat down and renewed our lease. And our problem was when we asked for our quote to renew our lease, our quote was like $13.40 a piece. But then when it came time to sign the lease, our quote was $13.90, and Trinae wouldn't change it, and she refused to change it. And I went back and forth with her for the longest, and my mom was like, "Jordan, stop, because Lauren ain't gonna have no place to stay." So
I'm not from up here, y'all. Just to let y'all know, I live 4 hours away, and Jordan lives like closer to the area, so that's why her mama said, you know, I ain't gonna have no place to stay. Because shit, I wouldn't gonna have no place to stay
if I kept going back and forth with Trinae, but I should have, because she was ripping us off. How you charge $50 more when you just told us that you was gonna do $13.40? Like, that didn't sit right with me.
That wasn't even including parking. That rate that she just said, that $13.90, they crazy. And just like I told y'all that the rent was $12.50, they are literally going up this year. The price going up more than that.
Rent and parking. And my thing is, how parking get expensive?
Exactly. What the hell?
That don't make any sense.
Con artists.
Like, it's dumb to me. And then another thing, another problem I have with the mix is it's so cheaply made. Like, I get that it's a college dorm, you don't want to go all out for it, but you could give us some quality something. Like, our table toe up, and we didn't even use the table.
You can't set a cup on the table. You can literally, like, okay, y'all, look. See how I'm touching this wall? The mix wall, if I touched it, the whole wall gonna fall off. Like, the paint turned brown, black, the paint looked bad, all of that. And like the counters, like the first day we moved in, I literally sat a bag on the counter, and the bag was purple, counter purple, and it never went away. Like, we could not get it to go away. I scrubbed. You put something on the bathroom counter, didn't go away. And what's funny here, our counters here look exactly like the counters at the mix, but you can tell they're better quality because you can clean them. Like, right. Counters at the mix, you cannot clean them. Like, they're nasty. As much as we pay at the mix, as much as we paid at the mix, we should have had some quality stuff. Like, it's no reason for it to be that shitty.
Yeah, like, the piece of cabinet had popped off from me sweeping. Now, if I can't roll and get the dirt under the cabinet without the cabinet breaking, that's when you know there's a problem.
And don't even get me started on the ceiling. We are gonna insert a picture of my ceiling in my room.
That trash ceiling at the mix. Everybody I brought to the mix, all my they family members. Don't think I'm just bringing random folks to the mix. Everybody I bring to the mix, they look up and say, "This look horrible."
Dad,
this look horrible.
Cause you got real ceiling in the kitchen and shitty loft ceiling in the bedrooms and in the living room. Like,
Looks
why you
horrible.
couldn't just put the rest of the ceiling, like, finish it out?
Like, I never thought that I would be so happy to get a ceiling that just look regular. Like, I love looking up here because the mixed ceiling is so horrible. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all don't care about the ceiling. But for me, that was a problem.
Another thing that's really shitty about the mix is, y'all, we are talking about all the shitty stuff, but we have positive things towards the end. But this just to like let y'all know what the nitty gritty
is.
This
what
video.
we need to get on my chest.
Exactly. Shit, we turned the keys in this morning, and I wanted to cuss everybody out in that hole.
Yeah.
But the shitty thing about the mix is the bugs. It's gnats, gnats everywhere. Like, you literally can't open the balcony window without tons of gnats coming in. We had to move our trash can outside because
get the gnats out.
Exactly, right? And it's not just the balcony they're coming from. They're coming from the garbage disposal.
Them gnats coming from somewhere, and there's
terrible.
So many. Like, we gonna insert a picture of our fridge. We was gone for
3 months for quarantine.
Nothing in the fridge. Like, Lauren and her mama cleaned out the fridge completely before they left, or before we left for quarantine. We came back. There was so many bugs in the bottom of the fridge,
and in the freezer.
Sick. Yeah, it was
dead. That shit was disgusting.
Like, sick. It's like, we stayed in Atlanta for 3 years. We never seen a single bug in Atlanta until we got to the mix, and it was blowing our mind. Because even here, we got a patio. I ain't yet to see no bugs.
Exactly. We've been here for like over a week.
Yeah, there's no bugs.
Not a bug, not a net, nothing.
There's some mosquitoes, but you got to go downstairs.
Yeah, you got to be out there to get mosquitoes, but ain't no mosquitoes up in here.
Yeah, so that's another big I didn't like about the mix. And I would say, personally, my last thing would be, the mix is overcrowded with people that don't live there. Like, the elevators are horrible. You might as well just don't even try to go to your room during certain times, because elevator wait time can get up to 20 minutes just to go up 3 floors, and you can't walk the stairs because they got all the stairs locked, which is stupid to me.
And you just be stuck in there.
Yeah, you sitting there waiting 20 minutes just to go. I think we was parking on the 5th floor to go to the 8th floor, and we couldn't even walk the stairs. We had to sit down and wait 20 minutes just for an elevator to get to our room. In the morning when you go into class, 3 to like, what time?
I said like 3 to 7.
3 to 7. You're going to be waiting all day.
Don't think you're finna get on the elevator.
Yeah. And like, it's now that there's no one on campus, like literally no one on campus but the people who stay at the mix, elevator wait times are perfect. But when there's people there, it's like security doesn't even try to keep the people out. There would be swarms of people just sitting in the lobby waiting to run through the turnstile.
Right.
It's ridiculous, honestly.
Oh, that brings me to the turnstile, something like that. The security at the mix, this goes along with the staff. Trash. All they do is buy weed off of the residents and flirt with the girls that live there.
And sit in the racetrack parking lot talking.
One of the security men would not open the turnstile for me because he wanted me.
He wants some ice cream.
Give me some ice cream. You gonna give me some of your ice cream? Let me the fuck in. Literally sat there for minutes waiting on him to let me in to the building I stay in.
You got some ice cream for me?
That nigga, no.
They love doing that. They kill me because we had them insomnia cookies.
That can't have nothing around no nigga.
You gonna let me have one? You bought them for me?
No. Who are you?
Do your job.
They are aggravating.
And then you got them little girls that sit down there in the lobby and flirt with them all day long.
Don't even get that started.
So you call them talking about, somebody been on our balcony. They say they don't know what happened because they down there talking to that little girl.
Exactly. Watching movies. or whatever.
But I can tell you what I do like about the mix. I don't want to just make the mix seem like a piece of junk.
Yeah, the mix.
It's not a piece of junk, but
the mix. Oh, I knew what it was. The mix is a crack house. The mix, definitely. Literally. I don't know if y'all know where 112 is or have ever been to 112. 112 is the trap house, but the mix is following close behind. Like that was one thing that people was talking about on Twitter at first before the mix even opened up.
It was like they give it a couple of months before it turned into 112.
I agree. I give it probably another year or this year coming. You know, I feel like the mix is really gonna go to shit only because it's crack house there. Like you can't walk on no floor without smelling like it. Don't even smell. No, that weed, it's laced with some. That weed, it ain't even weed smell. It's crack.
It's like,
is they cooking something up in there?
Yeah. If you do not want to smell drugs, don't stay at the mix. Because even though we don't smoke, our room smells like weed. Because the neighbors that was next to me,
on both sides,
they both smoked. And it came through the vents. Like, Laura mama was even there and she was like, I thought y'all was out here smoking. And why would we?
And she was laying in the bed talking about, damn. I said, damn, why you in there getting high? Yeah. Like, literally, it's strong.
It's so strong. So if you think you don't want to, like, if you know you don't want to smell weed, just scratch the mix off your list. Just scratch it off. And that's all you're going to smell. That's the smell of the mix. And because security don't do their job, everybody's smoking in their room, even though the mix is a no smoke facility. They don't care about that.
But yeah, like we said, we did have the negatives, and don't get me wrong, the mix is better than a lot of places.
Yes.
And the mix does have good aspects about it, which we're going to talk about now. However, I'm going to just tell y'all right now, I would not recommend the mix.
I wouldn't.
I feel like it's better alternatives, and now especially since they raised the price up, it's fuck no. It ain't worth that. It ain't worth the price
at all.
You can find way better places, for example, like the one we staying at now, rather than the mix. Like,
and then some people will say, well, y'all new place is not even on campus. We live 10 minutes, 15 minutes away. It's a straight shot. Like, I don't let the on campus part fool you.
Right.
You don't need to be on campus, honestly, because they got places that are 5 minutes away from Georgia State that
still
I recommend over the mix, and they way cheaper too.
Right.
That's a big factor. They cheap, not cheap, but they cheaper.
Because think about it, the money that you save from staying at the mix, you can put that into parking at Georgia State. Either you want to get a parking pass into one of the lots. But personally, for me, because I only have one class on campus and she only has one class on campus, it's a couple classes on campus, right? One class on campus. We would rather just pay that day at the parking pass, but it's only like $1.
And then another thing for me is, I know Lauren don't.
You save money,
but I've ridden MARTA before. Ridden MARTA by myself. I used to ride MARTA freshman year to get home because my mama didn't want to drive downtown all the time. So I can ride MARTA. I mean, if you with it, MARTA, you don't gotta find nowhere to park your car, none of that. It'll drop you off right at Georgia State. So if you want to do that,
let me tell you about that MARTA thing. Don't be looking at me thinking, oh, she too good to ride that train, because that is not the case. The case was, my very first time riding MARTA was at night, and that shit was scary as fuck. I was scared. Maybe in the daytime it's a little better, but that shit was scary to me. Yeah.
I'm okay with MARTA.
I don't know.
It takes some getting used to.
Don't think I'll be doing that, but hey, if that's what you gotta do to get the fuck from around the mix, do it.
Okay, so let's get into some stuff that we liked about the mix. Okay, one thing that I liked about the mix was parking. Parking at the mix, I even tell you, is way better than here.
Yes, but that's only like one of the good things that the mix had compared to this place.
Yeah. So with the mix, parking is, they have big gates, and like if you have a parking pass, which they only have 90 parking spots, I think, and they fit 698 people in the building.
So that's the kind of bad part about parking. Yeah. But if you do have parking, it's good.
Like, barely anybody gets parking, but we signed up for the mix when there was not even a building to go even look at. So of course we had parking. We always found a spot. It was like everybody had their go-to area to park. So we parked on the 5th floor. Like, we could go out there and tell you all the cars that's out there, because we know who parked up there. It was like everybody had their select spot to go. That's one thing I like about the mix.
All right, one thing I liked about the mix was the bedroom size. That is probably the biggest bedroom for one I've
Ever had.
Yeah, ever had. And I know as far as like it being an apartment, that's the biggest size room I've ever seen in an apartment, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, because it's not like a house, it's an apartment. And it's really huge, massive. The bathroom is a good size. Like, the place is it's a good, nice size building.
Yeah.
The furniture in is shitty, but it's a good, nice size building.
Yeah, that furniture it come with, not it. But
well, I don't even know if I can say that because we did 2 bedroom, 2 bath is a nice size bedroom.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about the mother
Yeah.
folks because I feel like that's kind of small.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's the 2 bedroom, 2 bathrooms. It depends. Like that's what I was gonna say.
I
Like
think 1 bedroom big too.
yeah, however many people you got in there, the more people you got, the smaller the rooms get. But our room was decent size. Like it was real nice. And another thing I liked about the mix was how I liked the bathroom at the mix, honestly, because coming from Commons to the mix bathroom was real nice.
Right, it was.
Commons bathroom was big, but the mix bathroom was nice. It was I liked the mix bathroom.
Another thing that I really like about the mix, this is probably, I really love this feature about the mix. I love the sky lounge at the mix. Like, it's so beautiful to go out to, like, especially at night or even in the daytime. It's really nice out there, up there. It's really nice. Nice view.
That's my favorite thing about living in downtown, period. I love the views. Like, that's something we can't get where we at now, and I'm gonna miss it. Like,
Same.
it kind of make me sad. I want to cry sometimes when
Just
I
go to
think about it.
class. Go to class and you'll see
But
it.
do I go to class?
Well, go to class maybe and you'll see it.
No, I want to see it from my room. Like, our view here, it's nothing, but
I mean, the
it's
view here
something.
not bad. I don't
It's
think it's terrible.
but compared to downtown view,
Now, don't get me wrong. Now, this place got some good lighting.
yeah,
The lighting here is
the lighting
great.
here is
The
amazing.
buildings ain't in the way, but I am gonna miss the view.
Yeah. And what else we got? Is that it?
No, where's some other
The
stuff?
mixed kitchen ain't nothing.
Damn, it's hard. What else the
Yeah.
fuck the mix got?
I can even think. The mixed pool, trash.
Yeah. Damn.
As you can see, we don't have nothing more to say about the mix.
I'm trying to say something nice because, like,
We did.
the nice things aren't worth it. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no,
it's
they're
not good
enough
nice things.
to, like, carry the mix.
Right. So it's not enough to speak on.
Yeah.
Because
Because even though the rooms is big, our rooms are tiny here. We still like it better.
Right.
I don't think it was enough for it.
that is shit. All we can talk about
Okay.
is the parking lot.
I'm giving you some recommendations, like if you staying at the mix, because I know some of y'all watching it, y'all done already signed your lease, and I don't want y'all to feel
Yeah, don't feel like
because it's not bad. Like, it is a good option, but it's not worth it. Let me. That's all I got to say. Like,
you could definitely find better places.
yeah, it's not horrible. Like, it's a good. I mean, it's a place to stay.
And
Better than Commons.
you are in 112. You are going to be okay. Yes, if you already signed your lease there, yeah, you paying an arm and a damn leg, but it's not a bad experience. It's not like terrible. It's definitely, you could definitely stay in it. It's
yeah,
all right. It's not that bad.
We liked it. It was
good for the time being, but
Yeah,
we
but
know
we-
that we couldn't stay there no fucking more. We
Yeah.
know we had to go on and move on from the mix.
Yeah, like I think the mix is a one-time experience, and then you
Right.
just go like, it's time to do something for real, because this ain't it. Recommendations: try not to need the leasing office. If you stay far away from them folks, your experience will be 100 times better. Don't go downstairs talking to the security. Don't talk to none of them folks that work at the mix. Don't talk to Trinae. Don't talk to none of them, because they are not it.
Oh, some of y'all probably wondering because we spoke on the lease, how we got out of our lease. Like we said, like how she just said, don't talk to none of them. We have had a time with the leasing office, and they have heard of us. I used to call the leasing office, and they knew as soon as I said hey or hello who it was. They knew who it was that was speaking with.
I love Google reviews.
So whenever we went to go get that lease removed and undone, Trinae literally said, I handle it for y'all because I don't got time for that.
Yeah,
and
she
our lease was done.
Yeah, she got it done. She got with it. She got rid of it.
And I'm glad she did that because she didn't want to handle that. Nah, yes, that's the thing. Yes, I had the issues with her in the past, but I fuck with Trinae for that. That's the
like
I fuck with
don't
Trinae
get
for
me
that.
wrong. I like Trinae. Like Trinae is not
Trinae's
a
a cool,
bad
nice person
like,
as a person.
But it's just like, girl, come on now. Like, you know this a piece of trash. Stop playing.
The mix. Oh, here's a good thing. I guess it's sometimes good for your apartment building to try to have like a relationship with a resident, so they try to host stuff. I ain't never been to the stuff, so I can't really tell you if it's like great or not. But they do host stuff, and they try.
Yeah, we was in the office with her one day, and she was asking us where we going to the event, and we was like, no, we both had to work, and like she was really trying because she was like, I try not to do it on school days because y'all in class, and I try not, but then the weekends all of y'all work. Like she really trying, but it just sometimes. Trinae, you selling me a piece of junk. Come
exactly.
On now.
And then on top of that, it's like, if you tell me something, you need to stand on what you told me.
Yeah, that's
kind of
another thing.
So that was where the problem came. It didn't necessarily come for, like, for example, if we took away the whole Trinae being the manager and running the lease officer, Trinae would be a cool person.
Yeah,
Trinae is cool, sweet, nice person. Chill.
The other folks that work there.
Oh, Lord. Don't get me started on that girl at the front desk with the curly hair.
She was sweet today.
Fuck her.
She was so sweet today.
Sweet today because we got the fuck up out of there.
Was that it?
It must have been.
So sweet today.
Yeah, today. 1 time out of 5. I ain't fucking with her still. She gonna have to do something else for me to. She gonna have to be nicer or something.
The little white
Send
girl.
me a good gift basket. Honey, she don't say shit. She be looking scared. So I don't really know.
But
they don't know what the fuck they doing.
And none of them. It's crazy. One of the workers actually, she hated the mix workers. What he did? She used to go off on the mix every day on Instagram.
Another key tip: make sure you get a receipt when you pay your money for rent. Make sure you get a receipt because the mix is the type of people that'll fuck with your money and say, "Oh, you didn't pay that rent."
Yeah,
you need to get a receipt.
That's always like I have my receipt from the bank. I have the receipt on the check, and I had a receipt from them. Cause they're not finna play me.
Like that's the kind of thing. If you do decide to stay there, or if you already signed the lease to stay at the mix, just keep in mind the things that we've told you because you need to watch yourself.
Yeah.
Don't get too much dip on your chip. Nah. Watch yourself. You messing with some folk over there.
Yeah. Another tip I would say: don't bring your dog up there.
Ooh,
just don't. Just don't.
Honey, we used to get in the elevator pissed from the dogs was in the elevators, and they claim they got a pet spot, but it's really just a sink in a little room, a sink to watch the dog.
I don't know where the dog park at.
It ain't one. And second of all, not even just don't bring no dog to the mix. Don't bring no dog to no downtown Atlanta. Ain't no grass.
Yeah.
Ain't no grass.
Don't do dogs like that.
Exactly.
If you love your dog, don't do it to him.
And people don't like to clean up shit.
Yeah, don't do it to your dog.
Figure out what you can do.
That's neglect if you bring the dog to Atlanta, to be honest.
If you care about your dog, leave that ass at the house.
Yeah. And my last tip, personally, I would say get a mattress top because your mattress this thin and it's a brick.
A brick, boy. That's the worst sleep you done ever had. But if you get a mattress top, it's heavy.
Like,
oh my
that's
God.
the best bed I done ever had.
I don't know about that no more. My bed pretty good in there. It's pretty good. No. But yeah. Really and truly, like I said, if you have already got conned into signing the lease, or if you just balling and got all the money in the world to pay that high ass rent, just be careful and make the most out of like where you staying. Yeah, it's gonna be some bad times, but it's also some good times living there. It's not necessarily pertaining to the building and where you stay and management and stuff, but just the experience of being downtown is good. Things like that. So make the best out of where you staying.
Yeah, it has its pros and its cons.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Yeah, you already signed the lease. We should have did this a little bit earlier, but you already signed your lease.
So don't put that on us.
We gonna leave a little clip of our room so y'all can see what the rooms looking like. Because I know we had a problem with that because we didn't really see what the rooms was looking like. Right. I want to let you know if you got a we stay in 2 bedrooms, so we had doors. But if you on our closet, if you don't stay in 2 bedroom, you don't got doors on your closet. That's the dumbest thing to me on the planet. But It is what it is.
And yeah.
So thank you for watching our video.
And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to tell a friend, to tell another friend, and keep sharing the video. And if, like I said, if you haven't signed the lease already, don't move there. 10 out of 10 do not recommend.
Yeah, don't do it. Like, shop around. We done looked at so many places before we signed here. We wanted to sign here from the get-go, but shop around. You're going to find something way better than the mix, honestly.
Yeah. Well, all right, y'all. We'll see y'all in another video. All right, y'all. So we're in the process of moving out, and we cleaning up right now. So don't judge the little stuff that we still got in here.
Don't look at me.
All right, open that door.
Okay, y'all. We gonna miss this.
Oh, this is the only thing. Yeah.
Miss out of here.
This in the view is the only thing. Oh, it come with this little table. Chair.
What side is bedroom on? What would you say? This the left?
Mm-hmm.
This the left if we walking in through the door. Closet bed. Oh, I'm gonna miss my bathroom a little bit. It looks ugly right now, but
No, damn sure don't miss mine. Don't look at me. Damn sure.
show them the bathroom as a whole. Like, try to get the whole everything in it. Let me turn off the lights for them so they can see.
You should have been turned the light on.
They can see.
All right, now we going to my room, which is down here. Let me let y'all see the view. We'll go to the balcony last. All right. They need to know it's a fan in here.
I didn't see that trash ceiling.
Oh. Ooh, over there. Y'all see that mess?
It look like boo. Don't stop. Don't.
I didn't mean you to. Y'all see this? A mess.
Where'd you get it?
That wall. All right, this is the balcony. Now the view good, but that's about it. See, you connected to somebody else's room. And that's just a wall over there. Oh my God, look at it.
Yeah, I don't know where they came from.
And bottle caps be up here. People be throwing shit.
But look at the pool.
Ooh, that's so cute. Not that building, but I'm gonna miss this.
Central gonna be sad. Gonna miss Central. I love this. This is my favorite part right here of the view. Because we don't got the best view.
This is really the best part of the whole apartment.
So sad. I love this little sign right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be so excited.
Well, y'all.